Last rodeo written on my back window. I've never tried this before I met you. Here we go into the wildness unknown. You seem to shift what I thought that I knew. Kaleidoscope, both of us changing our pattern with every spin. Oh, kaleidoscope, glass bits and pieces from planets that I've never been. I am fixated on every new shape you're making. Ring. Here I am aiming to please. Comets and asteroid blues cross between us. Fall, summer, spring, steady and bleak wintering. You are a lantern to me in the stardust. Kaleidoscope, both of us changing our pattern with every spin. Oh, kaleidoscope, glass bits and pieces from planets that I've never been. I'm fixated on every new shape you're making.
Well, welcome to Bryce Canyon. Looks like it's going to be a fantastic day for a hike. Just take a look at this. Wow. Back in the land of the Hoodoos. Okay, so getting on the trailhead to the Navajo Loop Trail, and then we're going to tie in with the Queen's Garden Trail, which should be completely epic. Look out over the amphitheater here. Good heavens above. Wow, that's just incredible. Let's go ahead and get started.
Ready? Here we go.
We're going to come over here and we're going to be doing the Two Bridges Trail, which will take us down into the bottom of the canyon, and then we'll tie in with the Queen's Garden Trail, hike it, and then come up on Sunrise Point. Okay, progressing further on down the trail, if you look out in the middle of the canyon there, you can see Thor's hammer. That's really an impressive monument there. Anyway, looks almost like a big old head on top of it, or maybe a mallet of a hammer. And so anyway, what we're going to do is go ahead and continue on down the trail, and trying to kind of keep an eye on my footing here, as it is pretty slick in a couple areas. No ice, no snow, just some really loose gravel. Walk out to this little overlook and just have a look at this. Is that not just amazing or what? Great day in the morning, look at that. Alrighty, so let's press on. Okay, we've got a little wash to cut through here, and as you can tell, there's absolutely no water in the wash at all. It's completely dry, and this takes us on across. Man, I just can't get enough of these views. As you can see, we're sort of coming to the end of the evergreen section, and the hoodoos are showing up pretty plentiful now. Okay, now we are officially inside of the Queen's Garden and walking amongst the hoodoos. I'm going to make a pretty good long session here in hopes that everybody can see. These are just incredible. Great Scott, look at that. Okay, so we go to the left to see Queen Victoria, which is a special hoodoo, and then to the right back to Sunrise Point. Let's climb up and have a look. Wow. Okay, here is the sign for Queen Victoria, and you'll notice the hoodoo right behind there is the Queen Victoria. Let me zoom in closer. It's the one on the left of that formation. Looks almost like a witch's hat, and that is supposed to assimilate the late Queen Victoria. If you'll notice here on the left, they show her with her dress. And now we look up here and we see Queen Victoria. And a farewell to you, Queen Victoria. We are at the turn point. I just finished looking at Queen Victoria, Quick Victoria, And now we're going to go through this little natural arch here. Alright, here we go. Let's go through the archway. And as good fortune would have it, this time I didn't have anybody in the way. What a view. My Lord. Okay, I would be remiss if I did not make a hoodoo pano. So here I am, took a little side trail, and this is looking at the amphitheater from my viewpoint. This is the actual backside of the Queen Victoria Hoodoo. You'll see the one all the way to the right looks like a witch's hat. If you look above the brim of the hat, that's Queen Victoria's dress and her crown at the top. Takes a little imagination, but that's it. So now let's press on over and look down across the hoodoos. This is nothing short of amazing. Okay, now we're leaving the beautiful Queen's Garden, and I would rate this as an A quadruple plus hike. It's just been absolutely beautiful. And so what I'm going to do here is start making my way back up the trail, and ultimately this will take us to Sunrise Point, which is the end of this trail, and then it's either a hike back to the car or a shuttle. I'll see how the old dogs feel when I get up there. Might just do the hike to get the extra steps in. We shall see. Okay, so we're getting into the switchback section here, and this will take us through a series of switchbacks and trails all the way up out of the canyon. Would you look at that view? Red rocks, white clouds, and dark blue sky. Can't beat it. Alright, so here we go. This is where the old man gets to huff and puff. Think I'll be okay though. Slow and steady. Okay, so now working on up the switchback some more. I keep stopping to take pictures because this place is just unbelievable. Look at that. On up the switchback.
Big horse enthusiast.
Okay, so we're going to take one more view here and then continue working our way up. I like that one hoodoo right there, this light colored. That's really pretty cool looking. And then we're looking down amongst more hoodoos. And let's get on the trail. Alright, so still on the climb, and right now we're a little bit over 8,000 feet above sea level in this area, so needless to say I am definitely pacing myself, and plus the views are incredible, too pretty to rush through. Stop and make a shot over here. Look at this view. You can see that trail down there. I'm gonna zoom in a bit, if you will. Those folks, that's where I came from a little while ago. Got a little arch in the rock over there. And it's blowing pretty strong up here, well over 20 knots. And let's jump back on the trail. Alrighty, let's have a look at this view down the canyon here. Man, look at that. That's where I came from. Looking way down into the lower portion of the canyon. And we're going up on the trail a little bit more. I want to show you another really interesting point here. Would you look at that? Going to raise the camera up a little bit. Hopefully you can see a little bit lower. And we're closing in on it. Okay, so we just got the last little bit of the trail, and I will be calling this hike a victory. We're coming out here at Sunrise Point, and what an amazing hike it was. I would do it again in a heartbeat and strongly recommend it to anybody. And here's the sign. Let's take a walk up to the overlook, and then we're going to take the rim trail back to the car, which will be at Sunset Point. Would you look down in that amphitheater? I'm pleased to say that I did the hike. It was a workout, but I did it.